Welcome to Monday Night Rawsome. We're still working out the kinks here as we make our second show here for Twitch. I am Adam Baum, the Jew that leads the crew, filling in for the absent host because the executive producer doesn't know how to book shit. Joining me is the former, I say, Mr. Perfect. He's actually a two-time former Mr. Perfect. Stone Age Steve Awesome. How are you, buddy?
I don't. Well, I'm not muted now. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Two-time. Yeah. Don't get that right.
I didn't get it wrong. I didn't sleep on that shit. That's pretty fucking amazing.
It is.
It's absolutely amazing. Speaking of which, we also have...
Hi, Brian. How come I don't have any music?
Because you're broken.
Not yet. Well, I am. You're right.
Yeah.
God's
I
man.
am. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because I'm broken.
On the chat board, joining us, Teddy Hart is here, Two Stoned. Wet Harmonica. Juan is also here. Wet Harmonica, of course, is no. I keep forgetting that as we go on. We got some fucking crazy shit reactions going on for tonight. I think we just need to get right the fuck into it.
Extra big ass topics.
What you looking at, Stevie?
Yeah, Steve, what are you doing over here?
He's speaking in tongues to himself.
All right. Yeah, what do you want me to do about that?
Pronouns, pal.
Look, I have any control over that. How do you fix that shit?
It was supposed to work.
All right, way to hold up the show. Topic number 1 is RJ's wet dream. Topic number 2, Brian's wet dream. Topic number 3, Jason Jordan's wet dream. Topic number 4, Stevie's wet dream. And fuck it, I don't have a 5th. So we don't have a 5th. That's just how it works. Yeah,
why not?
Fifth of Jack.
I mean, I could have number 5 be my nightmare, but I don't want to talk about what we're just going to skip over. Well, maybe we will.
I thought that's what it was. Why are you calling audible right now?
No, it is. But
So it is.
Yeah.
So why don't you announce it?
Fine. Number 5, Adam's nightmare.
Thank you.
God. Berto's here, too.
Hey, Berto.
I like to see our extended family making it over here.
1.
Number 1, RJ's wet dream. So you probably just witnessed it. Roman Reigns gets his Grand Slam as if 4 titles isn't enough, championship titles, at the heavyweight level. Now he needs to throw his name in the IC ring.
I'm wondering if he's listening to the show right now because
You wonder if RJ or Roman?
RJ.
I thought you meant Roman.
No.
Yeah, like Roman's going to be listening. You just won the IC title. What are you going to do? I'm going to listen to Marked Out.
You never know.
It could be worse things.
Yeah. The point of this is this is too telegraphed. Now the Shield is obviously going to win the tag titles back. They're going to hold all the gold. What sickens me is the pop that Roman suddenly gets now that he's back with the Shield. Went from absolute boos to huge pops tonight. Did you guys notice it?
Yeah, it was. How can you not? I mean, they even noticed it.
The Houston
Shield
crowd was in love with Roman tonight.
Yeah, those guys even pointed it out. They said that this is not normal for for them to get that reaction. So it was bizarre.
It really was.
They've been all over the world. They said they've never had that.
Right.
So
it was quite out of place and lots of craziness from the crowd tonight. Very not even keel. They even went with the Astros at one night. But
yeah,
Roman Reigns, I thought when the bar came out, I'm like, okay, there's an excuse for Roman not to win and Miz to retain the title. There's your excuse. But of course, that was just setting up for the Shield to come down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, once the bar came out, it was just a matter of time.
Your brothers in arms, right? You gotta.
Do you think there's a possible scenario where they finally do this? They've never done this. We've always talked about it. But a 6-man tag where 3 belts are on the line?
Potentially. I could see them doing that.
Has that happened in the past?
I don't think so.
They've had them represented that way, but never for those championships. I think there might have even been one time where whoever got pinned lost their belts, kind of thing. But it wasn't. There was never all the gold. And that's what...
Yeah, nothing that I can think of.
The only payday for me is if they do a match for all the gold.
That would be kind of cool, but like you said, now it just seems like it's a matter of time until Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose get those tag belts.
Which is why I'm saying if at least you want to play out and do a first, do it for all the gold. Have it be a 6-man tag. Don't let them retain. Have it book don't let them win it back. Have them win it back or lose the IC at the next pay-per-view. Anything on the board
that'd be
right now?
interesting.
Wet Harmonica says he has a black screen, but it says we're live. Oh,
Uh-oh.
Yeah, hit the play button or refresh.
yeah, I don't know what that means.
Do that and let us know, Noah.
Yeah,
Because I'm watching this right now.
so am I. So I
Yeah,
don't know
let
what
me
he's
see.
talking
Let me
about.
try. Let me try it on the mobile.
We're gonna
Going
get to all of this, Juan. Don't jump ahead. No one wants to echo that Roman Reigns is the guy with the wettest hair. Berto apparently didn't see it. He is saying that he won the fucking IC belt with question marks. Yeah, that shit happened. And RJ is somewhere. Our executive producer is probably with him, just getting all excited.
Yeah, we're looking good.
Yeah, he just chimed in.
Oh God.
Oh, well,
RJ.
thank you very much for that, RJ.
Roman's
Marked out
biggest fan
RJ.
just showed
Yeah.
up.
RJ, why don't you, before we go on, just get your little comments out there about your, what does he call him? Future Hall of Famer Roman Reigns?
Oh, future Hall of Famer Roman Reigns.
Yeah, what is he? Grand Slam winner Roman Reigns now. I'm sure RJ's just oozing with
It
something.
still has not hit me. It still hasn't sunk in yet that he is the Intercontinental Champion.
Are you in denial?
Yeah, I've been talking about the stages of depression. This is absolutely. I guess is that the first step? Is denial the first one?
I know.
I'm not even at denial yet. I'm still lapping the first go around.
Our old co-host summed it up best.
Are you fucking crazy?
That's the way I feel tonight. Are you fucking crazy? Like right away, what did you deserve to get in this title picture? This is just a completely kayfabe, storyline driven. Let's switch the belt, Stevie. Is this upsetting you as much as it is us?
Yes,
You're
big
kind of
time.
quiet.
Well, I mean, I guess maybe after that pop he got, do you think they might have just changed their minds, like give the belt to Roman here, or just
Nah,
it's
they
been planned all along?
They had this planned. They had to have had this planned.
We predicted that the Shield would start feuding with the Bar again because they had their rematch when we were talking about our reaction show last night to Survivor Series. We predicted that part. I didn't see this, even though it makes sense. I didn't see this Roman Miz thing coming because when we were talking about Miz's next challengers, we really didn't talk about that guy.
So RJ chimed in just again. He said the future Hall of Famer Roman Reigns will insert himself into the Omega versus Jericho and win the New Japan U.S. title.
Oh, that's what he needs.
And then unify them? Yeah. RJ is fucking, I don't know, man. He's a different character.
He's still going crazy about that picture of Roman looking like he's got feathers, but they're actually just a gazillion championships.
Oh, it's every single belt in WWE history, brother.
I thought it was more than just that. I thought there were belts that
Oh, it
weren't.
might have been New Japan. Yeah, there might have been.
There was some
I think there's New
WCWs.
Japan stuff.
Yeah,
ROH.
he had everything. It was just ridiculous. Unless you guys got anything else, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
2.
Number 2. This one is Brian's wet dream.
Is it now?
Yeah, we had Dana Brooke out there looking good for you. I know she's one of your chicks.
Yeah, I mean,
but we're talking about her and Asuka kind of being away from the belt, Asuka, for the program here.
this is just a little bit more of what they've been doing with Asuka. It's just their booking of her she's not involved with the title at all,
Which is
right?
good.
It's okay for a brief period of time. I don't want this to become a trend. We've already been seeing this when everybody knows, they already introduced her as this dominant force that was in NXT. So the crowd they already know that she's someone that they should care about. We've already seen squash matches now on Raw for a good amount of time. And I think now it's time that we see her kind of move on to something else, or maybe mix it up with someone that's, I don't know, maybe a little bit closer to the belt than Dana Brooke is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The thing about this is,
Especially after the Page invasion. How's
Page
gonna fit in
invasion.
that? Yeah.
well, we'll get to
into
that too. But the point of all of this is Ember Moon, who was the last kind of true program for Asuka, it was believable that she could possibly win. When we see her fighting Dana Brooke, does anybody think that she could possibly win?
It's good for Dana Brooke, I guess, but that's about it.
It could only help her, but at the same time, there is no chance she's doing anything but a job.
Right.
Exactly. Right. That's why I'm saying that she needs more than that. And I'm not saying throw her right into the
No.
title, picture, but
No.
do something. Like give her something that she can at least have a mini feud.
It's like they're just trying to showcase her and see how the crowd reacts. But
I guess, but
She's
how are they
over
going to how are they
already.
going to care about her if they're just throwing her out there and having these matches that are just squash matches? Like, have her have some sort of interaction where she's mixing it up with.
I could see
someone.
her at the Rumble winning the belt now that the division is so big, winning the belt in a women's Rumble match. Like they put the belt on the line somehow in that.
Yeah.
Something.
How would it be vacated?
It wouldn't. You'd put the champ in last. The
Mm.
championship advantage, they're the last entrant or something like that. I don't know. Get creative with it.
Maybe.
You have double-digit women for the first time on a roster since the brand split. I mean,
what they
yeah,
did tonight.
we'll get to that.
Right.
They didn't do the women's rumble yet, right?
No.
That's something that they've been throwing around. Okay.
They've been talking about. They've done battle royals on NXT.
Yeah,
but
I just want to make sure I wasn't taking crazy pills because I
No.
know that's something that we've discussed in the past, but I want to make sure that didn't happen in 2016.
Another wet dream, I guess.
Yeah, so exactly.
Speaking of crazy pills,
3,
number 3, Jason Jordan's wet dream. We got Triple H, Stephanie, Braun Strowman, Kurt Angle, and Jason Jordan. One of these things is not like the other.
Double J.
Double J.
Jason Jordan, I'll wrestle not being 100%, and then I am 100%. Now I'm not 100%, but I can beat Braun. What the fuck is up with his character and flip-flopping? Before we get into the other superstars here, let's just talk about, now is he playing an injury angle?
No, Kurt needs to show his son some, like, come on, he's not being honest. He needs to instill that into his child somehow.
It's in his veins.
Yeah, he even said that.
He's messing, catching up on his last year. It's like, my son's hurt.
What did he say? You're flowing inside of me, Kurt?
Oh,
Dad,
yeah.
Dad, you're inside me, Dad. It was very strange.
So
That
we
is very
had
strange.
Triple H and Kurt Angle after Stephanie tried to commend them both. It was GM versus COO, according to Stephanie, but according to Kurt, it was the gold medalist versus the game. This duality of roles, it's just formality.
Yeah.
They're just doing that to give themselves an attempt at a Paul Heyman type promo is what I felt by using all these big words and roles and blah, blah, blah.
Even what you're saying right now, it seems like you're trying to make it kind of more than it is with these big words. I'm very confused. As someone would say, I was confused by it.
As someone
Right.
would say, who would say that?
I was confused by it.
It happens.
Well, Noah said Jason Jordan is leading up to a heel turn. He's a spoiled son who doesn't appreciate Kurt. Maybe that could come down the road. But
That who doesn't appreciate Kurt? That Jason doesn't appreciate Kurt?
right.
Well, but who's to blame at this point right now? Because if you're just looking at it on the surface, Jason Jordan looks like an asshole because he's the one that's lying to his dad about how he's supposed to, how his health is, and Kurt's putting his name on the line and makes him look like a schmuck.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing is to make them both look like schmucks, really, in the end.
I guess so, but it was strange in the beginning.
I mean, Jason Jordan's unintentional. Kurt is intentional, at least on the angle.
Yeah, that's
Right.
true.
But Jason Jordan, his lines tonight, what did he say at the end? I wish I wrote that fucking down.
You're inside of me, Dad?
No, but exactly, that's one of them. His whole lines tonight were bad. Looks like we got a caller. Let's take this caller.
All right.
Hey, caller, who we got with us? What did he say?
I don't know.
It was Noah, but that was the briefest call ever from Noah.
Call us back.
Yeah, what the fuck, Noah?
Even the wrong pizza guy was longer than that.
Yeah, he made me like switch over to him for nothing and give him a segue. Fuck, man. Stike Leather's here.
What's
He
up,
just joined
Stike?
us.
Lines are open if you want to give us a call, 704-444-0084.
Yeah, you can react to this shit with us. And it wasn't all shit. I'm just still
No,
a
it
little
was
sour at the whole Roman thing.
Pretty good episode, I got to say.
I'm just soured at the whole Roman thing. I get that. That's where
Well,
That was bizarre.
that's where I'm
It
upset.
still hasn't sunk in. Wait till tomorrow.
So, are we teasing a future feud with Triple H and Braun, or because Kane appeared, is that ending that? Are we sticking with the Kurt, Jason Jordan, Triple H, Stephanie, whatever the fuck's going on with all four of them, and Braun's going to kind of take a back seat? Is he going to retire Kane real quick and then go to Triple H?
Yeah.
Because is Triple H going to fight him at Rumble?
There's a lot of question marks there with
And
Triple
then
H.
because there's
Angle.
rumors Kurt and Angle are at Mania. Is this them just changing everything?
Well, you figure Braun has to be in the Rumble, right?
Right?
So
But he could have lots of guys have matches beforehand, unless it's for a title.
and do double duty.
A
Well-
lot of guys have. A lot of guys
Yeah,
have fought for the
that's
IC
quite a
title,
bit.
and then they've both been in there.
That's true, but I mean, just by process of elimination, if Braun is going to be in the Rumble, that means that it's going to be Kurt and Triple H.
at the Rumble then, and then
At the
Braun and
Rumble.
Triple H at
Yep.
Mania.
And then Braun and yep, exactly.
Braun and Triple H at Mania is what Noah says on the board, and Stike Leather says Carmen's with him
Oh,
tonight. So we got both of them joining us.
what's happening?
Who's that?
Stike Leather's fiance Carmen.
Oh, hey, Carmen.
soon to be wife. They're very close to the nuptials.
Ah, very nice.
So yeah,
March 2018.
is that what it is?
Yep.
Save the date.
Save it.
All of it. All of March.
Write that shit down.
4,
Number 4, what started off as Stevie's wet dream, then turned
What
into
was Mickey
JD's.
James? Well, it's still kind of evolved from
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
And
Well-
wait, let's
Let me set this up properly. It's
Yeah.
the part of the reason it started off with Alexa and Mickey James, and then you add all those women. It's still Stevie's wet dream because his German porn days, the orgy in the ring that could have been. But then it turned into JD's wet dream when Paige returned, and then it turned into Brian's wet dream part 2 because what the fuck's her name?
Dana Brooke,
Sonya Deville.
No,
Asuka.
no, not Sonya Deville.
Oh, put your hair up and fucking square up.
Mandy Rose.
Oh no,
When Mandy Rose showed up, you
her too.
Yeah, you got part 2
no,
of your
it's
wet
all
dream.
about Sonya Deville.
Is this
Oh, really?
Is this a weird
No.
faction? Sonya Deville,
RJ likes
and
her
Mandy
too, man.
Rose.
He had like the best night ever.
but listen to this: Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose combined have single-digit wins, and they're both on the main roster already. Is this a weird one?
It's a very weird one. Mandy Rose, she looks like she should be on Raw or SmackDown, so I get it. But Sonya Deville, I mean, the
had
booking
no
of her in
idea.
NXT
Big
has
shocker.
just been not
And to
consistent.
elevate her, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I don't know why
What?
she's the one that they're bringing up. Maybe it doesn't even make sense because with Ronda Rousey and all them coming in, now you're going to have
It doesn't make
more
sense.
MMA. And
Maybe they're just
Yeah.
a part-time
And she took a
thing.
lesson once.
Paige is just using them.
Yeah.
For
Noah's
time
with
being.
us
I don't
back
know.
on the line. Noah, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Noah.
Hey,
What's
I
happening?
just wanted to say about this whole Page thing. I was on Twitter seeing people's reactions to this whole thing, and there were people already shitting on this whole thing, saying that, oh, the storyline is fucking terrible. Oh, they fuck this company. Look, okay, I can understand if you don't like Sonya Deville or you don't like Mandy or whatever, but if you're going to shit on this before it even has time to, lay out or whatever, this is why the fucking storylines don't get over. Not because they're shit, because the fans are completely bitchy and they won't actually take time to understand it.
It's a valid point.
It's okay. One of the comments on the board from Stike Leather, he says, "Does this mean Iconic will debut tomorrow on SmackDown?"
Ooh.
I don't know about this. What's crazy to me about this is not the gimmick, Noah, because I will give the gimmick a chance and to see where it goes. I'm questioning the Sonya Deville involvement and the call-ups of those two women specifically.
It's because she's gay. It's 2018. It's because she's gay.
What? Really?
No.
I know he's talking about Sonya Deville. Yeah, she is.
So
what?
So she's
So what?
That's
no.
not the point.
That's not the
Yeah,
point.
that's a stupid comment. I'm gonna hang up on you. The point being is, talk about not earning it. Is my whole thing.
Right.
These girls, Mandy Rose has the look, of course, and Sonya Deville could be a talent. Prove it. Prove it on fucking NXT. They're coming out here as lackeys. They might as well be J&J security type.
Right.
Exactly.
Because
Singh
they are
brothers.
they're not even on NXT that much for even us to be exposed to them.
So now that you say it, I mean, why not bring Iconica in? That would have made way more sense.
Yeah.
To have the two of them pair with Paige.
Everybody would have
Oh
popped.
my God.
Everybody would have gone nuts for that pairing.
Like this just feels it feels thrown together, especially because for instance, you have three guys that came in NXT. I'll say for example, you have Cole O'Reilly and Fish.
Right.
They came in as three, but people knew that they used to work together and they had some sort of
Right.
interactions in the past with each
Well,
other.
and NXT has a different fan base.
They do, but fine. But these ones, like, if you do watch NXT, and a lot of people do, like, you know that Mandy Rose has absolutely nothing to do with Sonya Deville.
No.
And Paige, I mean, that's a question mark, I guess. So I'll
Yeah,
I would have gone
right.
crazy, though, not on just Paige's debut, but if Iconic had joined her, the three of them,
it would have been perfect.
That is.
they
yeah,
would have
they
played
missed the
this.
boat on that
Yeah,
one.
they would have played this little heel slimy thing with Paige as their leader to kind of bring them up. Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose should have taken Iconic's spot on NXT, and Iconic should have been gone or something like that. This is the weirdest pairing of 3 women. I'm not against Paige getting a faction or anything that they're doing here.
Seems to be good at that.
I want to be clear. That's not what I'm shitting on. Like as Noah said, everybody is on Twitter. I'm not shitting on that. I'm shitting on the choices.
Wasn't she in a faction? What was the name of it went before she took her brief
submission sorority?
Yeah, it was like the name of like some like fucking porn group or some shit.
The name of it.
But think about this. We've been talking about if Triple H put a new 4 Horsemen together type of thing, or another Evolution or something, and all the names. Imagine if we then found out the names are like Bo Dallas, Curtis Axel, and fucking Heath Slater, and we're like, oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I feel tonight. Because not taking anything away from Paige. We got 2 women who, in my opinion, just are not deserving of it. Noah says Mandy and Paige are probably good friends in real life. So maybe Paige asked for it. That's a possibility.
Stykler said, Carmen said Mandy is Eva Marie 2.0.
Mandy has much more ability. I've seen her
She hasn't
live.
said anything yet, but.
No, but I've seen her live at a show, and she did a great job, and I've seen her on TV before. She does all right.
Now, Berto is saying nothing against Paige, everything against her group. He's agreeing with me. Juan says Nia to SmackDown. Because Stykleather brought up the point when he suggested Iconic to debut tomorrow. He said that Raw just got 3 women, and if you count Asuka within the last month, they've gotten 4 new additions to replace Summer Rae, who wasn't even on TV.
Yeah.
That's the only one they lost, and then they, of course, lost Emma. SmackDown, if they don't get somebody, why wouldn't Nia?
But
go
they're also an hour less.
True.
Short,
True.
There's not enough time.
But if you're going to set up, they need at least 15 women. I feel if they're going to set up a Rumble match for women this year, and maybe that's why they're just bolstering the roster right now. Maybe that's all they're doing.
Oh yeah, it was PCB, Paige, Charlotte, and Becky. Yeah.
PCB, right? What was it?
After Sorority Sisters.
What was it?
After Sorority Sisters.
Pussy cunt bitch. What?
Paige, Charlotte, and Becky.
Oh, is this?
No, but it stood for something.
It doesn't stand for nothing.
It did.
It doesn't.
No, PCB.
Anyway, yeah, it stood for Paige, Charlotte, Becky. My point being is, what happens to the rest of the division? Nia wasn't on tonight. Is she just going to align herself with Alexa to give Paige's group more of an opposition than just Alexa?
I have no idea
about Nia. And what about the 4 Horsewomen thing that's down the road? That's gonna
they got to play that out at some point. Maybe that's part of the Rumble.
I mean,
for
that's
Rumble.
exactly what I was just going to say. At Rumble, I feel like that's when we're going to start seeing some seeds.
So that's why we have these fresh bodies coming in right now, just to get them acclimated.
And remember, last year, Killian Dane and Ty Dillinger were part of the 30. So if they did want to round out the 20, they could bring just a couple NXT women in for the night.
Exactly.
Or
right.
Something like that. Candice does a one-off in a women's Rumble. I really feel like that's why this is being bolstered.
Yeah. So then you can have more Raw women and just have a few SmackDown, and then throw in a couple.
Yeah,
a legend maybe or 2, and some NXT girls. There you go.
Sure. Book it. Oops, wrong button.
5.
Number 5, Adam's Nightmare. Well, my nightmare was just the waste of talent in the cruiserweight shit. The Zoe train following. I get that maybe your roster is now getting some ratings, and you want to expose people on Raw by putting all 10 people out in one fucking segment. But how many times this has become like SmackDown, putting all the women out in a tag match? That's what this has become now for Raw. You guys watch it much more.
Jack Gallagher wasn't there.
Yeah, but you guys watch it much more than me.
Yeah.
This is just they got one match, so they're going to throw everybody out there.
As many people as possible, yep.
And it turned into a spot fest.
What else are you going to do when you have 8 people in the ring and you have 6 minutes to go on TV?
Enzo's not going to wrestle.
Yeah, you're going to throw as much shit in there as you can, and that's what you get. It's just...
Finisher. This is it.
I thought you were just sour because you can't be on 205 Live.
I have to agree with Noah. He's a Gulak Mark. Apparently, he's awesome. He wants him to be the champ.
Oh, he's
Noah,
great.
you couldn't be cruiserweight champ. I think you're still too big. God, I was hoping Neville would have showed up. Stykleather said.
Ooh, that would have been good.
He's someone that's still there. He's still under contract.
Still in the mix.
Still, it's word is that he's getting closer to they're ironing things out. So it seems like they're kind of able to meet halfway and working on things. So it should be sooner rather than later that we'll see Neville. Hopefully before WrestleMania. I hope. Gotta be. Ooh, you know what? Fucking Rumble. Have him come out there.
Yeah, in the Rumble. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
He's done it before.
Sure.
But at least this will kind of cement himself away from the cruiserweight kind of
You don't have to worry
show.
about
Yeah, because
a reintroduction. Just there you go, right?
Unless maybe he said, they work something out where he continues to stay in the cruiserweight division, but somehow he has somewhere he can, because that was the thing. He wanted a little bit more than just the cruiserweight title.
Do you think his run in 205 Live is enough to change the past? Because Neville flirted with the IC or US, I can't remember which title, as a contender for a while. He never won it.
I think it was IC.
Because nobody bought into it.
Yeah, I think will, but the longer that he's gone, I feel like he's going to lose a little bit of steam.
People are going to forget about him.
Yeah, not so much, because it's not going to be. He's not going to be gone forever.
Stevie, have you forgotten about him yet?
More cheeseburgers and get heavier.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. Just get fucking fat so you can't be on 205 Live.
Yeah,
that's a great idea.
Says the 405 Live
Overeat
creator.
your way out of it, man.
Corey Graves is overrated. Berto says Revival is back in December. Noah wants to remind as well. So we'll see what happens. I'm not that excited for any of it.
You said you're not that excited.
No.
Oh, okay. Way to be.
That's why
PMA.
It's my nightmare.
And now live from the U-Record Studios, it's the Rassim Awards. Here,
Adam. That's right. That's how I do the sound effects. Stike Leather, good stats on the board for us. The U.S. title, Neville challenged Cena for it when he was doing the open challenge thing.
All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Sure. I just wanted to correct you. The first award is we're changing it tonight because there was a lot of negative. Not so marked out award. The not so marked out. The point where your soul collapsed, Brian.
For me.
For you.
For me, my answer to this award was Sonya Deville, but that was for marked out award. However, you changing it and now me kind of rethinking my answer, I'm going to give a serious one and say Sonya Deville. Okay. And are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. My not so marked out is Kane getting involved. I want to see Braun and Triple H. That's why. It's not Kane coming out there. It's that this feud is continuing instead of the program that's seemingly built in already right there, smack dab in their face. Kind of like Shane and KO taking a month off of their feud. Mm-hmm. We're going to just forget that Braun, Stephanie, and Triple H have heat. Come on. What do you got, Stevie?
My not so marked out, I guess, the stare downs with Triple H and everybody. I was expecting a little bit more out of H. Him backing away from Braun at the end there. But I guess I left it open for, wonder, but still, I wanted to see more.
Yeah, he got him to back down, and they're going to do nothing with it. Come on. Not so marked out awards from the board. Cashmere joining us.
What's up?
He said, Berto says, hearing Roman won. Not so marked out for Noah says being late to the show because his Twitch feed wouldn't load. Hey, we like Twitch. Get off it.
Twitch is all right.
Yeah.
You got to figure a couple things out, but yeah.
Not so marked out for Stike Leather and Carmen. They both said Booker T on commentary has got to go. Got to go. Teddy Hart's leaving. Speaking of got to go, he says he's too stoned. It's 4:45 a.m. over in Ireland, so he's got to go.
Oh, it is the top of the morning.
He made
over there.
4:20 at least. Right?
Yeah. Here's your sound effect before you go.
Oh, man. I have no idea what's going on.
That one's just for you now, Teddy. What did he say? The King of Green style? He wants to be called or some shit like that.
King of Bong style.
Oh, that's what it was. Next up is our Bad Booking Award. I'm going to kick this one off. It's fucking obvious. It's Sonya Deville. I'm sorry. Nothing against the woman personally. Nothing against anything. I didn't even know she was gay before I started disliking her. Nothing against that. I don't like her gimmick, especially with these 4 horsewomen of the UFC on the horizon that we all think is going to happen and most likely will.
Oh, it's happening.
And as you said, she took an MMA. It's just not viable. And she's not a good wrestler. She's botchier than Alicia Fox. I don't see it. And she's supposed to be a tough girl. At least Alicia Fox is just fucking crazy. So that's my Bad Booking Award. Brian, what's yours?
I was going to say, again, Sonya Deville, but straight up, fucking Roman Reigns and the IC belt. I mean, I think now that I'm letting it kind of sink in now, it's finally kind of settling down on my brain. Like, him just inserting himself into it before, at the start of the show, like we said, he just kind of came out of nowhere. He said, I want a shot at the IC belt. Why? Why does this guy get anything? Why is he the one where he could just pick and choose? Why can't Kurt Angle make matches? Like, Kurt Angle can't make matches, but Roman Reigns can just ask for whatever.
I'm going to go to Shawn Michaels for my retort.
I've lost a lot of things, and one of them has been my smile.
That's what happened tonight a little bit. A little bit of me died inside. Stevie?
A little bit.
I had Sonya Deville too, but if I had to choose another one, I would have to say the Asuka having to face people like Dana Brooke every week.
It's a slow build. I'm happy that she's away from the title, but she could be fighting with Sasha Banks, somebody we've not seen, and actually have a decent program where, again, we believe that person could actually win. Bad booking for Noah. He said, me being in Odessa, Texas this past weekend instead of in Houston where he used to live. Bad booking for Stike Leather. Sonya Deville, I'm sorry, just not a fan. He's right there with me. I agree with you, Stike Leather. You don't have to convince me at all. Our next award board, if you want to catch up on bad booking. Oh, Justin Reside is back.
What's up, man?
Justin.
He said Enzo on the mic before the 8-man.
Yeah.
Enzo's getting worse. Being force-fed down our throats every single week has made him
as many
worse.
kids in the audience wearing his gear either.
And he's heel as fuck, and everybody chants with him still. That's the most shocking thing for me. Let's go to a positive note here for a second. Positive note. Best booking. Best booking, Brian, let you start it off.
Finn and Joe. Just having those guys on a match on TV, just at least it gave Raw like a little bit more credibility,
and
I guess.
It wasn't a 6-minute match. They got a commercial break and everything.
Yeah, they had a little bit of time. It was a pretty decent match. So for that, it was, Finn and Joe for best booking.
You get the coin, Brian.
Finn and Joe also. There wasn't much other choice besides that tonight.
Okay, here's where I go out of the box on my other choice. I really like the Hardy Elias kind of program they're building.
I
or
forgot
whatever.
about that, yeah.
Even if it's just a Raw only one and it's going to be pre-show material, whatever. Hardy's got nothing to do right now while his brother's injured. And Elias working with a veteran and somebody that has some name recognition and getting a program with him, it's a good thing.
That's exactly what I want for Asuka. That's
why I said
right.
Sasha would be a great fit
Perfect,
right now.
Perfect.
You don't need her to get her ass kicked by Paige and her group every week.
No.
You could keep her out of that.
Right.
And I know our executive producer wanted Nia Jax and Asuka, but we saw that right before Nia left. So I didn't want that again.
Yeah.
That's just my take on it. Let's see. Best booking from the board. Stephanie McMahon talking for Triple H is what Berto said. Best booking for Noah. Paige returning with a new faction and adding a new thing to the women's division. I'll be optimistic, Noah, and see where it goes, but I don't know. Berto also says best booking was Paige coming back. Oh, he said bad booking was Stephanie talking for Triple H. Best booking award, and for me and Carmen say this because we are fans, and that is Paige finally returning for them. I can't read. Best booking, Mandy Rose on my TV for Kashmir. He says the Golden Goddess is here. Best booking, Asuka kicking Dana Brooks' ass is what Justin Reside says. And then Berto, oh, come on. we know the Shield is there. It's just bad. The whole thing is bad. Speaking of that, let's go back to some bad awards. We got the Botchiest Award. My Botchiest is going to go to Jason Jordan's character. Flip-flopping. I can go when I'm not 100% because it's in my blood. But I'm hurt. Oh, but I can take Braun. Oh, I'm injured. I'm a little... shut the fuck up. Stevie.
My Botchiest was the lighting guy during Miz TV. The lights went dark and red. And I was like, is Kane coming out? And then they didn't take,
that
put
was
the spotlight
weird.
on me.
Well,
he tried to make up for it, but
lights go dark, you go shut. King goes. I don't
somebody
know.
got yelled at.
I can't get the pun out there. What do you got, Brian?
It's okay. I'm going to agree with you. Jason Jordan, I feel like I'm piling on the guy, but man, it's hard to get behind him. Unless the only reason this could be good is if this is like their just start of him going heel, because how are we as fans supposed to accept this guy when he's, like we said, he's flip-flopping, like he's acting like a fucking asshole. Well, you can't get behind him when he's, I'm hurt. I'm not hurt. No, Dad, I am hurt. No, Dad, I'm not hurt.
Yeah.
I don't know.
On the board, Botchius for Noah, he says the crowd not reacting negatively to Paige returning, thinking that there would be some heat from all the things that have gone on while she was off TV. Botchius Award, the commentary it just wasn't great for Stike Leather and Carmen. Justin says Botchius Award, the club were a WWE shop promotion. We forgot about that.
Oh,
yeah.
I wrote it down in my notes, but I forgot about it.
Oh, yeah. Well, it took it from me. Dang.
He took it
I was
from me.
going to mention it.
All right. Next up, board, you can catch up. We're going to do the push in a second. Botchius, the crowd being on Roman's dick tonight is what Berto said. When he wins the Rumble, it will be Houston's fault.
Oh, no. Oh no. Didn't he? He won it last year, didn't he?
No, he was second.
Oh, he's second.
Randy
That's right.
Orton saved the day. Trust
That's
me,
right.
I will never forget that.
Otherwise, we
Remember?
could just look at your neck tattoo.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, that would have been.
Picking number 30. Those that are new, we can't stress this enough because we're going to do it again at this year's Rumble.
And that's what I was going to...
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll
get to
save
that.
it. We'll save it.
We'll save that story for the fun part. We got to finish these awards. Push is up next. The push for Noah already on the board says Brian Tamborelli. He doesn't know your name. So
get
he's
what?
calling- You're Tamborelli.
My push?
Yeah.
Oh.
Botchius Elias segment tonight, and in front of Houston crowd failed to bring up the Deshaun Watson injury.
Oh,
That would have been another cheap shot. That would have been
Perfect.
something he could have said.
Perfect.
I agree there. My push is Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose.
it's a big one.
I don't have a better push than that, Brian.
I actually didn't have anything written down for that, but that would have been my answer. However, I'm going to switch it up and go with Paige. I mean, how can you say it's not her? She came in and she's going to be. It seems like she's going to go right after the title.
Yes! 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 Yes!
やらきしょでこのへ.
What was that, Oscar?
記録更新中やで
I'm gonna nail that one of these days.
One day. You can't
Nail
even
that.
say English words, but
No,
sure, you're going to
I'll
nail
get
that one. What do you got over there, Stevie? What's your push?
Other than what you guys said, maybe you can consider Samoa Joe. I mean, getting a really good victory over Finn tonight.
You're welcome.
But,
You know, Samoa Joe deserves that.
That's true. Yeah, choked him out.
yeah. I
Went to-
mean,
went to
didn't
sleep.
even just choked him out.
Good,
Like
good,
MMA style.
good win. Justin says push award Mustafa Ali. Stykeleather says it's early because they haven't really done nothing yet, but it's Paige's faction. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's why that was who I said. Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. How can you not? The Giggity Award, we're going to bring it back just for tonight because I want to give it to Paige. Looking, smoking. I don't care that she probably bathed in a powder puff to get that pale or that she's that way.
I thought you were saying bathed in something else.
The color of her, the goth whatever, and the lipstick, the whole, yeah. That's all I got to say. Anyway, what do you got, Brian? You got a different Giggity?
Sonya Deville.
Are you fucking crazy?
Seriously?
What are you gonna say?
All right.
Estrada's here.
Hey, Estrada found us. Everybody comes. Push award for him goes to the Bomb Squad.
Oh God, Bomb Squad actually is not allowed on Twitch. I heard.
Oh, they're not?
Yeah, that's not in our
Tough
contract.
shit.
No,
Tough
sorry.
shit.
Oh.
I say it's there.
Yeah.
Steve, what's your Giggity?
Giggity. See, there's so many to choose from. Mandy Rose, Mickey James. Okay, I'm going to go Mandy Rose.
Okay, Mandy Rose for you. On the board, Mandy Rose for Berto, so he's right there with you. Stephanie McMahon for Noah. He said she looks so hot tonight.
What? I thought you. Okay, he's confusing me.
Well,
I was confused by it.
Yeah, he flip-flops all the time. So,
Who? Jason Jordan?
yeah. Final award, the Not So Rawsome Award. I think I'm supposed to play a sound effect here. Is this what it is?
The Rossomest Award.
The Not So Rawsomest Award. Anyway, this one is it's Roman winning.
Yeah,
For me.
that's pretty obvious on my part, anyway.
Yeah, Brian, you got anything different? Board, you got anything different?
Oh, you know what? I do. What'd you say? Roman winning?
Yeah, Roman winning was my Not So Rawsomest Award.
I was gonna say more so The Miz losing it. I don't think it's even just Roman having it. Yeah, that sucks that he's the IC champ,
Yeah.
but it's been fucking fun having The Miz.
The way his
having the
title
IC
reign end, you mean?
Yeah, like you said, like the guy makes the title, that's not the other way around. And The Miz made the IC title
You
feel
think
important.
it's the end of the Miztourage too, or
No, I don't think so. I think
so.
they're
They're gonna have
stick around.
matching neck braces next week.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe it's a stall tactic, and the Miz Taraj against the Shield is just so weird. But they're like, yeah, we know we got you paired up with the Miz, Bo and Curtis, but you're not good enough, so we're gonna bring in the Bar.
In fact, now that I think about it, this
Why didn't the Bar become the Miz Taraj?
I have no fucking idea.
That would
but-
make more sense.
Miz. Fuck! Now I lost my goddamn point because you're talking about the goddamn fucking Miz Taraj.
All right,
Never
what's your
mind.
point?
I don't remember because you're the interrupter.
Okay,
There's
that's
an
what your brain
episode
just
titled
did.
that.
No, that's true too.
Anything else?
It's not all your fault.
Anything else before we not so Rawsome is for the board. Estrada as mod, not when I've been going longer, is what Noah says. Okay, sure, whatever that means. Giggity Award, the Good Brothers selling merchandise for Stykeleather.
Yeah.
Not so Rawsome. Adam not having Rawsome even if he hosts it multiple times a month. Yeah. Talk to the executive producer who keeps making me have to come here. Not that I mind when it's a good show. And I like you fellas.
Oh, that's what it was. Here we go.
Uh-huh.
I forgot again. Never
Not so Rawsome, seeing the Miz Taraj getting destroyed so easily by Stykeleather. Not so Rosimus Elias yelling at the fans the season over when the crowd chanted, "Let's go Astros." Okay. Learn to read, Noah says. Fuck you.
Get him,
it says
Noah.
Estrada as Maud and not me when I've been here longer.
Who's Maud?
That's what
like an old
How was
woman?
I supposed to read that differently? Learn how to fucking type, you dickhead.
Maud, like the character?
Yeah, this is what I got for you, Noah.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Because you're killing me, Smalls. Smartdown tomorrow night will be on, 10:15. It's weird. Twitch only allows us to announce like 10 or 10:30, but we'll probably be on 10 or 15.
Yeah, in that time frame. You'll get a notification.
Yeah, Kashmir says, not so Rossa Miz losing, but I think he can get it back so he can challenge Jericho's IC record in the end. Maybe. Maybe that's what Miz's claim to fame is, because he doesn't have he obviously only has one title run. It was 4 months.
I hope he gets it back.
I would like to see it. It was one of the biggest swerves in Mania. I thought for sure Cena was going to win. So I liked Miz as a champ, even if it wasn't as long as it could have been. This is the time that I'm told I'd play this.
Housekeeping. Housekeeping.
Come back later, please.
Here are your marked out wrestling housekeeping notes and weekly schedule. Monday nights at 11:30 p.m. Join us for Monday Night Rawsome. Tuesday nights at 10:15 p.m. Smartdown. The weekly takedown. Thursdays at 5 p.m. where Brian Golda and Rhodey will react and review to the NXT broadcast on the WWE Network. Showtimes are for live YouTube broadcasts. All podcast versions will be available the next day on various podcast providers. Upcoming WWE pay-per-view specials and marked out shorts like Rhodey's Rant, Smarts versus Marks, the Power Slam Dance Show, and Indie
This is the one where he didn't edit all the shit.
Yeah.
So all this is needed to be updated. Executive producer, stop taking vacation. Get on your fucking job.
RadioArmy.com for listings. Keep the conversation going on Twitter using the handle @SmartMarkShow. You can call our fan line 704-444-0084 or send us an email, markedoutpodcast@gmail.com. Visit markedoutwrestling.com for all other social media networks.
Get connected.
Get connected. Get connected. Get connected. Get connected.
Go away.
Oh my God!
I said no.
I clean?
No, get out of here.
I stick finger in your mouth.
Housekeeping? Okay.
Reviews on iTunes!
And we have an endorsement from Vince Russo. Thank you for that, Vince. Now it's time for the fun stuff of the show, Brian.
Fun stuff? I thought that stuff was already fun. I'm having fun. Are you having fun?
Yeah, I thought I was having fun.
This is where we get loose, completely unscripted.
Loosey-goosey.
We're reacting in real time to whatever you're about to tell us. It's called the Dirt Sheets.
The Dirt Sheets.
What do you
That's
got
right.
for us, Brian?
All right, so I wanted to kick this one off with, obviously it's, we saw him on Raw tonight, but Jason Jordan, he's been all over TV, obviously. But one of the things that happened recently, Booker T was on a podcast a couple days ago, and Jason Jordan was one of the topics that came up, and how his reaction has been so far. And surprisingly, Booker didn't really have great things to say about him, and I want to get your guys' opinion on it. And I quote, "I'm not a huge fan of Jason Jordan or anything like that. I'm not going to hate on him or anything like that. Opportunities in this business are few and far between. I'm not healing on him. If I like you, I like you. If I don't like you, I don't like you. It's that simple. To me, he has not proved himself to be a top guy on Monday Night Raw. I don't see one sign in the audience that says Jason Jordan is my guy. If you ain't got no signs out there, it tells me one thing: you ain't that hot, or people just don't care about you. Right now, Jason Jordan is lukewarm." Mm-hmm. And that's from fucking Booker T. Those are some fucking strong words.
At least. Yeah.
Lukewarm.
But was he
tepid?
Was he inaccurate in any way?
I don't think so.
No. So,
but it's just strange that they'll push Roman to the moon.
Nonsense that he says on Raw. I'd rather listen to stuff like that if Booker T can actually bring that.
That's right. And this was a few days ago, and now he's on Raw, and he's supposed to be backing this guy. So now, I don't know. When there's smoke, there's fire. If we feel this way about
each other,
if we feel this way about Jason Jordan and the reception, and now if it's coming out from someone that works for the same goddamn company that's there every day seeing this guy. How much longer are we actually going to be seeing Jason Jordan on TV if he's getting reactions from his peers like this?
You can tell Kurt even playing the role of his dad is like it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, just going through the motions.
Noah wants to point out that Booker T also wanted to see Jinder versus Brock over Brock versus AJ. So He's inconsistent at best. Stikelether's asking, do you think it's going to be Paige versus Asuka for the women's title instead of Alexa versus Asuka? I don't know. I don't know where that's going to go. We'll see how that plays out. I think Asuka and Charlotte could be fighting at Mania without the belt. It's a big enough draw.
Yeah.
It's just a potential there. There's a lot that could be with the women's division expanding like it did tonight. It's tough to go. So Brian, what else?
All right. So and then last night after we saw Survivor Series, there was a little piece of news that kind of slipped through the cracks, but it was interesting. And now, especially what we saw on Raw, it kind of makes sense. Mike Rome approached to interview Alexa Bliss after a match last night. And Becky Lynch and Charlotte, they were in the background speaking, and Charlotte Flair, they were just talking about their victory that they got for Team SmackDown. And then Becky, she says to Charlotte, and she says that we're going to be the first couple to win the Undisputed Tag Team Champions. Does this mean that we're going to be seeing some tag team belts in the women's division? I mean, this was just a little kind of almost like an Easter egg that they're kind of planting in there to get people. I don't
see there to be enough TV time as it is to get the tag titles on both shows to begin with.
Right.
Okay, but now they're already bringing up. They just brought in 3 new women.
But the tag division on Raw for the past year has been Frankenstein teams.
Right.
They took Sheamus and Cesaro, successful singles guys, and paired them together. Now the Shield is in there, successful singles guys that are paired together. New Day has been the one, and they jumped ship to the other show. Usos have been built. Like, the tag team division, as shitty as it's been booked, has at least been built on SmackDown to be a division. You have the fucking Club, who, what is, they third in line? They're out
t-shirts.
there. Yeah, they're hawking merchandise.
Yeah, they don't care about the belts right now.
I mean, Curtis Axel and Bo aren't even fighting in tag matches together.
But that's just how they're booking it. If they have plenty of women.
How do you have enough to go around to add a women's tag division?
There's plenty of wrestlers. There's plenty of women wrestlers there.
Plenty of TV time is my point.
They could do another thing where if it's like 205 Live or something like that. And I'm not saying that that's what they're going to do, but they're padding all of their roster with these women, and it's like, well, exactly what are they going to do with them? This is it. I mean, you can only have how many girls can you actually have going after the main championship?
Okay,
2, 3, 4 at most.
I get it, but you can book it in rotation, and you can do something. The women's matches that are 1-on-1 are okay. Whenever there's a chaos 4-on-4, 6-pack challenge, 3-on-3, 2-on-2, I agree with Berto on the board. He said women tag matches are way worse than the singles matches. So why would you add a division for that? And it failed so badly, Noah wants to point out, in TNA when they did women's tag team.
Even in TNA, huh?
Yeah, well, it wasn't good in TNA, but that's TNA. Come on, that's TNA. I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking about it now. Like, I wouldn't mind seeing.
Sell me on it. Try and sell me on this.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't mind seeing if there was a women's tag match and having it actually mean something, as opposed to just throwing together like we saw in fucking the cruiserweight match where it was just 4-on-4. Like, I don't care about it. But if there were maybe belts that were on the line, maybe that would that would pique my interest slightly a little bit more.
Will ever happen?
And I'm not saying that that's the answer to making wrestlers relevant. It's just add more titles, because obviously it'll just get watered down, and that's not the way to do it. But I wouldn't hate it. And if we're doing the whole thing where the women are just as equal for the men to the men, they have to have tag belts too, right? If they have a singles belt, they got to have a tag belt.
No.
Women's cruiserweight.
I mean,
women's cruiserweight.
You made a decent argument. This one, that Cashmere, he is a dirt sheet from the board. He said Roderick Strong may have injured his neck at War Games, and Triple H injured himself in last night's match. Maybe that's why he broke down.
Okay.
And I did confirm this.
This is Roderick Strong. I approve this message.
So I confirmed it with Roddy that he may have injured his neck. I confirmed that he may have done something. That's like, do you ever remember those old commercials, Stevie, back when we were young and before Brian was born, where they would say an authentic replica?
Oh, you mean TV?
An authentic replica right there means that it's fake. Or they would say an authentic faux. They would use the French for fake. Faux. Yeah. Bullshit.
Faux. F-A-U-X.
Bullshit.
That's some bullshit. Hey, speaking of more NXT people that are hurt, Drew McIntyre. So we know that Andrade Cien Almas, he won the NXT Championship belt, but it's
his celebration didn't seem like that was a gut shot call. That celebration seemed like what
shock.
I'm saying. Drew got injured. Great.
Yeah.
I think Andrade was still supposed to go over.
Oh, so do I.
thought so too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they would have called it that quickly, something like that. But Drew,
not a first-time champ.
No, he's still he got an MRI, but we're still waiting on the results. But it seems to be that it's a torn left bicep, and it's saying that they're saying that it happened during on that last move when he hit him with that DDT where he was hung up on the top rope. You can kind of see him. I mean, it is kind of an awkward move to take, and if Drew's a big fucking boy and he was holding himself up with his one arm, and yeah, not good, not good.
No, but if they do it right, anytime someone gets injured, when Finn got injured, Seth played it as I injured Finn. When time someone gets injured, you have to go with that storyline. So Andrade should look strong coming out of this at least.
And it's not like Drew won the match, then he's got to vacate it. Like this was what they were going to go with all along. Yeah. So I guess it's not that hard to have Drew kind of fade away a little bit.
Like, you don't know what they had planned behind the scenes after this. He would have got a rematch, and then what? But
one of the
we already talked about that.
Biggest in-ring changes. Hunter made the call at the first Elimination Chamber when he got his trachea squashed by RVD. Rumor has it that he was supposed to win that match, and he called for Shawn to take the win anyway, because another title for Shawn means nothing.
Right.
And once Triple H was fine, he took the belt right back at the next pay-per-view from Shawn because that was never supposed to be there. They wanted to continue whatever was going, but Triple H knew that he was injured, made the call because of you weren't going to give RVD his first title then, especially after crushing Triple H's trachea. Booker wasn't, Kane wasn't, Jericho wasn't.
Was that when Triple H was wearing those weird shorts? I hated that era.
Yeah, we were talking about that last night. Do you not remember anything from last night?
Hey, we were here for fucking, what was that, like
5 6
hours of podcasting? I don't know.
Did we really talk about that last night?
Hey, look at that. Noah donated $10. Thanks, Noah.
Wow, okay.
Hey.
I didn't know. On Twitch?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're trying to figure out how to donate on there. Figure it out. We love Twitch. We love
Figure it out.
I like money.
You can't even do that much.
I like money.
You can't even figure it out for
you need that kind of button on there.
I like money.
Please, listen to my voice. Take it from the wise old Jew.
So, Brian.
I got one more, and this one is actually not so much dirt sheet, but I just want to wish Kamala hopefully a speedy recovery.
What's going on with Kamala?
So he's had some health issues over the years. He had both of his legs amputated a few years ago due to some diabetes. Yeah, diabetes kind of just did some work on him. But Kamala, he had emergency surgery over the weekend, and he's on life support. So well wishes to Kamala. Hopefully he can pull it
Brian,
through.
as somebody who is a former wrestler that can't wrestle anymore because he can hardly walk.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think the will to live is something that is it's just unmeasured. And if you have had both your legs amputated and you're going through health problems, I wish the best for Kamala, but I don't see him as like I'm going to keep going because everything is so great once I kick this.
We don't know. Maybe the guy has a great attitude and he does want to be here, and he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't want to fight. Who are you to fucking judge?
I'm just me. That's. The whole show is about judging. Old Yeller.
Oh, God. You're a fucking asshole.
Stevie, do you have anything?
Oh, my God. No, not after that.
Not after that? Okay. We got this real quick. Tonight's speed round is dumb shit that RJ Black says. I've been with him just a short time. I'm sure you guys got more of a wealth of knowledge there. Anybody else wants to chime in on the board with some dumb shit that RJ Black has said? I'm just going to go right off the bat with mine. That Zelina Vega is not attractive. That's my number one right there because
that's pretty. It's close to being the best one.
Yeah, unfortunately, the future Hall of Famer Roman Reigns, it's accurate. I can't, I hate it. But it's accurate. Zelina Vega. Come on, RJ. You get a big one of these for that. Dumb shit RJ Black says. What do you got, Brian?
Future Hall of Famer Roman Reigns.
You're just going with the easy one.
Yeah, low-hanging fruit on that.
All right, dumb shit that RJ Black says. Stevie.
I think Dean Ambrose is a really fast wrestler.
There you go. There you go. I'm going to give you a coin for that one. Dumb shit on the board. Let's see.
I think they gotta get caught up here.
They'll get caught up.
Yeah.
One of the big things.
What Berto said. RJ Black dumb shit. CM Punk chants are stupid, but anything else is welcome.
Yeah. Baron Corbin has the best hair and body in the WWE. Cashmere saying, I hope you're being sarcastic.
I think he is.
He better be. Berto's saying, I should be a fucking booker. Sure, Berto. I think any one of our board members could probably book some better shit right now. Dumb shit that RJ Black says from Noah, that AJ Styles sucks. Yeah. What is up with that guy?
That is a stupid thing.
I thought he would have good opinions.
So did I.
He seems smart. I don't know the guy as well as you guys do.
I thought you knew him.
I didn't. I met him whenever a couple weeks ago, last week, Monday, go home show for whatever.
Who brought him in?
I don't know. The executive producer, damn it. Anyway, tomorrow night we have SmackDown. Very excited for that because let's see what happens. We had some debuts here tonight. Maybe we will have some debuts. Maybe we'll have some shifting. Maybe we'll just get a good SmackDown because we'll have a good SmackDown. Or maybe we'll have a great SmackDown because SmackDown's so bad that we shit all over it. I don't know. Sometimes a negative show can be good if there's enough good commentary to come out of it. We don't just like to shit on it. We like to explain why we're shitting on it if it's bad. Tonight was uneven because of the whole Roman thing, but for the rest of it, it wasn't that bad. Wouldn't you agree?
It wasn't a bad show.
No.
Not at all. Coming off the heels of what I thought was a pretty good...
It was promo heavy.
It was an above-average Survivor Series.
Yeah, as far as that goes. But
considering the last few years that we've gotten, I would agree with that.
Yeah, and I thought this was a pretty good post-pay-per-view show. Sure.
And NXT on Wednesday. That's going to be a great one. Johnny Wrestling going for the UK title against Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
That could be match of the year candidate.
I already saw a spoiler.
And I also know that I think Street Profits are supposed to be in action. And was there one other match? I can't remember what they booked.
I don't think they are. I think they wrestled in New Orleans at a different show.
Oh, okay. I everything out there, it's so hard to tell because I try not to look for the spoilers, but I also want to know at least what matches are coming up because I want to get excited, as I'm watching that show. Because most of the stuff we find out in real time. We find out at the opening segment of Raw what's going to be on tonight.
Right. It's Pete Dunne and Johnny Gargano, and then it's Ruby Riott and...
Oh, that's the other one.
Who the fuck was it?
I thought it was Sonya Deville.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because it was the injury angle. So it's her going away?
Maybe so, yeah.
I guess so. Yeah, it definitely was. Yeah, it is Sonya Deville. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Ugh, God. That makes... Ugh.
Hefty Enzo's on the board, by the way.
Hey, Hefty Enzo, what's up?
Yeah, Hefty Enzo. Why is Paige's face twice as wide as the rest of her? I don't know.
We know who that is, though.
Oh, is that who it is?
Yeah.
Hefty Enzo? Is that Trollberg?
Mm-mm.
Who?
That's JD?
He may be. I don't know.
Huh. Bold prediction. Stikelether says Johnny Gargano beats Almas for the NXT title. They were talking about he might be the next number one contender.
Could be.
I would like to see at least a series of matches or a match between a couple guys that says you're the number one contender. Throw Velveteen, throw Alistair, make it a four-way, Johnny Wrestling. I don't know. Pick a fourth. Lars, I don't know.
No. Cassius.
Sure. Whatever. My point being is I'd like to see something leading up to, not just somebody coming out and going, it's my time. It's my turn.
Oh, like Roman did tonight?
Right.
Yeah.
I hate that booking.
Me too.
He's the only one that gets to do that.
One of my favorite things about the shows after a big pay-per-view is the number one contender thing. Especially like when Randy was just constantly fighting Jinder. I would have been okay with it if he won back the number one contendership before he fought Jinder again. Same with even Nakamura when he fought him the second time. If you lost clean, you got to earn another shot. You don't just get another shot.
No, that's how it's always been.
Kind of thin.
They've always done that, where the champion, if you lose the belt, you automatically get that's it's supposed to be in the clause in their contract.
That one shot.
Yeah. Hefty Enzo is Midget Big Show,
right? No,
AKA Trollberg, AKA Trollman Reigns.
Trollman Reigns.
He's always had a bunch.
I was hoping JD would
stuff.
show up tonight somehow because it was Paige's big night.
Yeah, I don't think JD knows how to get here. Where is Hitman tonight? Hitman.
He's here. This is Hitman.
No, that's not Hitman.
No. Oh.
That's Noah messing with you. Come on.
Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Hefty Enzo wants me to say also AKA the Zim. I forgot. My bad. So we got our plugs out of the way. We're on the Bubba Radio Army Network on Sundays.
What are we on?
For me to say.
Bubba Army Radio.
Bubba Army Radio
so
Network.
10 times fast.
We do our weekly squash every week there, 10 p.m. check us out because you don't have to compete with Survivor Series this week. So check us out on there. We don't know how we're doing there, but we assume they like us because they keep asking for more episodes.
Yeah, they keep taking them.
Yeah, they keep taking them. That's how you know they like them.
Yeah. Yes, they downloaded.
That's a good thing. Yeah, it's a good sign.
All right, this is going to be the host takeaway, guys. Like we said before, I think a pretty solid show tonight. Somewhat predictable. Continuing to be somewhat predictable. The worst thing about all this kayfabe and all the dirt sheets and everything is that from Rumble to Mania becomes the most predictable time of year. This is, to me, the time of year where they can try a bunch of different shit and see what sticks on the wall. And they don't appear to be doing that, is my one big takeaway here at the end. I don't feel like they're getting all they can out of their roster.
Yeah, I feel like they're just wrapping up loose ends with this tonight's Raw, and maybe, hopefully, next week, the build-up for the next pay-per-view will tell us something more.
And is Joe and Finn going to be a full program now? What's that all for?
I mean, it can't be. He just beat him clean.
And who's the number one contender? Is Brock not fighting again till the Rumble? So we're not going to talk about it for a little while? Can we talk about this? No, we can't because he's not on fucking TV.
And hopefully AJ will at least have a comment about it tomorrow night. But
so the top belt on the show, because Universal title is never.
You just won it on. You didn't really defend it either, but.
Yeah, to reply to Steve, Noah says, I think Stephanie's character as an authority figure is insufferable, but that doesn't change the fact that she is a total MILF, and I would drain my 2 cannonballs.
Okay. Holy shit.
Her. Yeah. At least, I don't mind metaphors. I'll read him metaphors. It's when he just goes flat out, just vulgar.
Right.
That we're like, come on, Noah. And I don't know how to put you on timeout in Twitch like I used to on that other platform.
I can try to add keywords to avoid, I guess.
There you go. Yeah, we have to approve comments on here, which is cool because we got our extended family to follow us to Twitch, and so far no trolls have followed us, well, except for Trollbird.
Hopefully more of them will find us.
RJ is the type of person to say a vacation is work from home, is what Berto says. And Stike Leather says, me and Carmen are out. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Stike.
See you, Stike.
See you, Stike.
We're going to finish out this show with just that. I'm hoping that we get this quality level tomorrow. I don't know that we will. Well, I think the closing line, what the fuck's it was?
I know what he says.
Mark out, like no one's watching. That was the executive producer.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Oh, don't be a dick. Well, I like to be a dick, so I'm not going to close on that. I'm going to close on my tagline, which is tune in tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel. Ah, the fucking sound effects.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Marked Out Podcast is recorded, edited, distributed, and marketed at U Record Studios in Charlotte, North Carolina. For more information on optimizing your podcast,